Good morning, it's Jonathan Barratt with the War Report. That's the week ahead report, and basically it's going to be an interesting week this week. Before we get into that, let's have just a little bit of a recap as to what occurred on Friday night. Well, as you can see, a little bit of a seesawing type of evening, and as you can see, it still remains, everything remains very volatile when it comes to equities. And I guess basically Friday's trading was pretty much in line with a lot of the expectations that we've had, and that is just purely volatile times with the market trying to actually find that trend, trying to get that trend developed. As you can see on the chart, it's sort of quite whipsawing, but if anything there, you saw notice that the Dow was down 95 points, the S&P was down 8.9, and the Nasdaq was down 8.56. The local market closed actually down on SICOM at 4,576. That's down 21 points. And as you can see here, just looking at it on the chart, you can see that it's right at that the lower end of that range again. So hopefully it'll hold. This sort of price action tends to suggest it would, but just be careful if it breaks through that 45.20, then obviously a bit of a concern there. On the currencies, and US dollar, I guess across the board, we just saw the US dollar actually firming a little bit again. That can be read by looking at the Aussie. That dollar index stayed above that 80 level, but as you can see, that Aussie under a lot of pressure. That's down at obviously 96.48. We still are long US dollars against the Aussie, short Aussie, and we're also long dollars against the yen. The dollar yen had a good rally for us, and that certainly closed up for us at 84.00. Obviously just coming back there, but 84, which is good. That trend still seems to be intact. There is a little bit of divergence occurring on the hourly chart, so we might see a little bit more of a correction there. The pound 155.92 and the euro 132, and just have a quick look at that euro here. You can actually see that it's certainly the euro in itself is certainly weak with that dollar strength. Obviously huge concerns there. That has been obviously the main trade, and as you can see, coming back from that 142.43 level, that's certainly seen some significant correction there. Obviously on the back of what happened in Ireland, and also what's continuing to occur as we look at see what Portugal comes out with. Okay, onto the softs, and I guess the Brent crude, or the crude oil, is probably one of the most important ones which we all follow. Crude was actually down only a fraction there, 83.78 for West Texas. That's only down only 0.1%, so pretty quiet there. Cotton was down quite a bit, down 4.14%. Corn was off 1.4%. Wheat was up just 2 cents. Soybeans down 16. Copper down 0.40 at 376. Gold took a little bit of a hit there. Gold 1363. Just have a look at this daily chart here, and that certainly says that it's still within that range. And we had a volatile trading session, there's no doubt about it. I guess the key here is looking to see whether or not that is a bit of a head and shoulders. And if that is the case, then probably more sideways price action before she actually does come down to that 1300. So stay pretty close to that one to see what happens there. Okay, I guess the other most important thing now is for the week ahead report, what sort of data do we have actually coming out, and how will that actually affect the market? Well, I think the key here for us for this week is the non-farm payrolls, which come out on Friday night. That's obviously the key, and it is a major number to see whether or not the US is moving or unemployment is getting better, or employment's getting better. But let's see, that'll be the way the market will focus. Closer to on Monday, some of the important data out there. Eurozone consumer confidence is very important there, and we've got some good data out of Japan. Nothing too much there in the States. Moving across onto Tuesday, and there's a little bit of private sector credit, which is very important in Australia. Vehicle production in Japan, and in the state of the S&P Case-Shiller stuff. All those indices which are quite important. Consumer confidence, we do want to see a positive number there out on Tuesday night, and we've got Bernanke having a bit of a chat. Also have the ABC consumer confidence as well. Want to see those readings actually showing that the market is moving on and that things are looking quite positive. Confidence, as we know and have always noted, that it's a key indicator. Wednesday, and that's the 1st of December, coming into the Christmas month, and there we've got, interesting to see here, we've got non-farm productivity unit labour costs. So you'd expect those numbers actually to be creeping up a little bit if in fact things are looking good. Construction spending and ISM, the Institute of Supply Managers Index, all very important there. Also domestic vehicle and total vehicle sales in the States. Having a look at Thursday. Thursday, Eurozone PPI GDP, very important, and ECB announces its interest rate decisions in Frankfurt. Don't expect too much change in there. Pending home sales, obviously in the States there, and that'll obviously hopefully give us some form of lead as to what's happening towards Friday's numbers. And there you go, the most important one there, changing unemployment rate, 9.6. I'd like to see that move off to about a 9.4 if we can. I think that to me is very important. What worries me is factory orders slipping back. That's more of a negative sign. Things aren't moving on as well as what we'd expect. Or QE2 is not getting the traction that it needs. Changing non-farm payrolls, if we get another plus 145,000, I think that's going to be quite positive. So let's see. Quite a lot of data out this week, which is good, so we can really get our teeth into it and give us a little bit of an idea and a bit of a lead as to what's happening out there. Okay, of the trades we're looking at, and we have, for those that know, we're short the Aussie. And this is quite interesting here because if we get a close back through 96, 97.20, it could suggest the range, but I'm actually looking for more of a correction down to 95 now that we have broken through these old lows here, and it might take a couple of days to get through it, but if it does, then I'm quite happy for it to head down the lower end. Also, the other trade long is dollar yen, and quite happy there to stick with it. This little movement above here I do like. If I do get a close below Friday's low, then I'll probably scuttle the position or certainly lower it. But I still think that we're correcting the move from 94 down to that low here, 80 level. And if we're just a normal Fibonacci retracement number, should see that around about 86. So that's I guess one of the targets we've got once we can stay above that 84.50 level. Well, that's about it for the week ahead report. I hope everyone has a good week, and we'll certainly try and talk to you on Tuesday morning. But yeah, lots happening out there, and I think it'll be interesting to see really how it all unfolds, as always. But just remember, conserve your capital, put your stops in, even if they're physical or mental, and let's try and get some good trends. Have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.